Okay. I thought I would just... I kind of felt just like playing some more Dwarf Fortress. I wanted to play some more. I wanted to play some more of Dinnercall. I felt like I was making a little bit of progress and a little bit of things going on there. So I was like, you know what? I want to do some more of that before I switch over to farming for the night. It won't be too long, maybe an hour or two, hour and a half, see? Something like that. I just wanted to sneak in a little bit more. In fact, the only reason I really stopped earlier was because my backside, my tailbone, did not enjoy the chair. So I am claiming beanbag. The cat is claiming me. I am buried beneath cat. I guess that wasn't really any different from earlier, actually. I might have a cat problem. I do not have the light on, though, currently. The light is in the corner, and Lily has taken it upon herself to lay in the corner as well, so I'm just like, I don't want to turn just like a little desk lamp. I'm just like, I don't want to turn the desk lamp on right in front of your face, so I will hold off. I will wait. I'm still yawny all day. It's a yawning day for me. Alright. Yeah? What I thought. I wanted to get back to... So, I did... I realized this after stream. I was like, oh no, I dumped all this stuff into the ocean. All these things. Damn. And then I realized, oh wait, the ocean will freeze in the winter. I can go get this stuff back out. It's okay. It's not buried down here forever. We will rescue our mistakes. Whoa. Triceratops just hanging out here. Somebody's pet Triceratops. Let's see. Anyway, we've got Jim's cut. Yeah. So I'm smoothing that out. I need to still need to smooth this floor. Get on that. Just curious to see if... Oh, merchants have arrived. What? Halfling merchants. Okay. I was not aware that they were coming, but... we can figure things out. The expensive goods. Bring the expensive goods. I've got some woolly mammoths hanging around. You know what? I actually ought to. No, they're probably fine just wandering, actually. I was gonna say, I could put them, I could make a pasture for them somewhere. But, I don't know. Letting them wander around might be more interesting. I think you can train them for hunting or combat. No. Yes, yes you can. But what I need to do, oops, need to go down to the barracks. Barracks? Nobody's training? Hmm, okay. I thought maybe we'd have some trainers. Alright, I will wait until one of the squads is training so I can assign them their war dinosaurs. Raptor. Oysters. I still need some soap, I think. I don't think I actually got anybody working on soap yet. Let somebody do that until we run out of lye. Got some wheelbarrows. Ooh. Create the shell. Got... Oh, right. So I need to... So the king is here. I need to work on the king's room, unfortunately. Enormous corkscrews. Did we not? No, they just haven't been made yet. Okay. So... Block. What do we got for blocks? Jet blocks. Oh. I guess we got gypsum. Probably that then. Then we can come in here and cancel that. So I'm trying to think of how to put in a decent, like, King's Lair space. the thinking I could put it like this. This out. So this will be sort of the meeting hall area. And I can divide these off into the dining room, the bedroom, and a tomb. Could actually just put the, like, dig the tomb in here. So, do that. Let's do a bedroom section here. Have a lot of stuff though. You want to use the quartzite? I guess I could use the gabbro because I'm not making the entire larger structure out of gabbro up top. Gab box. Then I can dig the. I will dig the tomb into the here. The king's tomb can be in this side room. Okay. So, got them set up. I just need to better their living spaces in general. I do need to put bed in here. I do need tables. Oh. Not bad. I need to turn the keep option on. More gypsum tables. Chair. Ornamental geode. No. Very fancy. Oh, right. Trader. Get the trader up. I just love to spill their wine in here. Let's. I might actually remove some of these walls and put in windows. Because as much as I would love to have, the fortifications that let the mist in, don't know that I want... I'm thinking, like... They would definitely keep the temperature low in here. I don't know that I want in the middle of the winter. I want people to be able to like hang out and enjoy their time in the tavern. Let's see. So, Paris, food. No. You want to get more practice going. Get all these rooms engraved. What other stuff do you want, King? Crowns. Kind of fancy crowns can I make? Bone crown. Yeah, let's make a couple bone crowns. 2. Make them crowns out of bone, please. Here to trade. And bismuth. Sure. Why not? Random blocks, of course. I always take random blocks. Raw glass, sure. Clay, why not? Take some more instruments. Let's take some more toys. Sure, we still have a few kids hanging around that need some toys. Stegosaurus. Protoceratops. We've got a bull. Direwolf. I'm tempted to grab the direwolf just because. Brew. Grab some wine barrels. River spirits. Potato wine. Well, a lot of buckets there. Don't need. Silver whip. Maybe if it was a steel whip, I might grab it, but. Ace. I don't know. Fancy two-handed swords. All clothing that we can't really do anything with. grab some cheap chests. Always grab cheap bags. Let's see. Got one. Fine. What else we got? We've got decent amounts of meat and fish hanging around. Those berries. I don't know about that. Like balls. I can make some traps out of the serrated discs, I guess. Or the bronze spikes, actually. It's tempting. It's tempting. I will grab a bunch of paper, though. The cheap paper. I don't really need saber-toothed tiger parchment. A little unnecessary. I think that's good enough for now. I could take some more of this other food. Maybe some gems. Take some large gems. Yeah, let's use those. I will trade you fancy scepter and some cool figurines. Ooh, that one's worth 5,000 bucks. Damn. Maybe you don't get that one. That one's just too good. Give away for this particular amount of stuff. Armor bracelet? Yeah, yeah. I'll give you some fancy things to take back home. There you go. Very happy. Enjoy the bracelets. And I can take the bin back. And we are on our way. Sure, I'm not hitting the mic, my arm. The beanbag is not the best location for any sort of streaming, but you know, we do it anyway. Let's do some geodes. 40? Do some more geodes here. And then, mine for gold. Because the king, I'm sure at some point will demand something out of gold. Let's see if we can get some gold. Well, that's also... I do need to move these cages. I also need to find... I need to find where I want to, like, come into the caverns at, if at all. I mean, it'd probably be down here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I could come in at any of these points here. Be down in the caverns. Like, that wouldn't be too bad right here. Make the cavern entrance to here. Let's kind of start working on that, perhaps. That way, if I need to poke around out here and find gems or anything like that hanging out, I can have a fairly safe hallway there. Have a lot of space that we've already mined up here. Native silver. Hold on. I'll check that out here in a second. Native silver is nice. Get into this quartzite. Dig out through here. Corals. Find some gems. And a bar. A native silver. Ah. B. In with the cassiterite. Okay. We can live with that. Right. Got some Pyrolusite? Pyrolosite? Pyrolosite. Granite. Utah. Oh, specialty. Hmm. Okay. We want to come up here and continue to put these in place. It's like blocks. Tourmaline. Getting some gem. Red flash opal. Nice. For some reason we're not hauling. Is it full maybe? Huh. I'm surprised it's not more full, I guess. Old tavern music. Ah. Kira-kun. Okura Kira-kun. One of these days I need to pull up the lyrics list. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Um, Wait. Huh? That's just more cavern. How did we hit this? What? I'm confused. How did... Oh, okay, I see. Because you cracked it into here by mining the silver out. I see. I see. I mean, I guess it's fine. Don't... Hmm. I can wall it off. That's fine. Let's do... Oh, cool. Okay. I'll just use raw rock. I'm not gonna fuss them to go grab cut block to drag down there. Uh-oh. Okay. I think that should be okay. I can... Okay. Back up to the tavern. Nobody's really grabbing anything just yet. No luck with mining gold so far. Oops. Let me mark these real quick so I know. So I know where this stuff is for when winter hits. I can come down and get it. Okay. Sheets. Anvils. A lot of anvils. I do need to make some. What do I? Copper scroll rollers, maybe? What do we got? Material. Iron. Copper. Copper? Copper's probably better. Copper scroll. Copper scroll rolls. Should be fine. Precious G. Dang. Crack that geode. So just make sure that we seal this off. Not quite yet, but we're working on it. Got one half of the wall. Okay, and you're building the other half. Cool. I do want to put those traps, cage traps. Definitely want the cage traps here at this end of the hole. I also kind of want to make a holding area here. This way, if I have an opening into the caverns and I start getting forgotten beasts and such trying to roll up into our fort, I can kind of. Oh, excuse me. Oh, still yawning. Oh man. I that way I can have a sort of a staging area for where my squads can meet up here and fight anything that comes in past the cages. One group of citizens is stranded? Oh no, you dingus. What are you doing out there? uh, you... You massive goober. Uh-oh. Sorry for the noise, it makes a sub-sound. No, you should be fine. Oh, not a worry at all. I appreciate it either way. Hmm. Hasn't shown up yet. But at least hopefully you will dodge ads from now on. Reptile Spearman is fighting. What? Why were the Reptile Spearmen fighting each other? What's going on here? That's wild. Oh, because he went berserk. I see. That would explain it. Well, welcome on in. I am just doing a little bit more the old fortress. I felt like I was getting things done, but also had even more stuff to do. And really the only reason I stopped was because my tailbone was just not sitting in the chair particularly well. So I took a break. I stretched out a bit. I claimed the beanbag, and I'm now doing my best to stretch out and relax. And keep yawning, because I can't stop yawning for some silly reason. Hopefully this goober can get in here. You know what? I guess I'll put a door there. That way I can always forbid it if I don't. If I need people to stay their butts inside. Where are you going? I assume they're probably like collecting webs, aren't they? Yeah. Fine. What item are you storing in the stockpile? What what is this child running out here to grab? This seems like a really bad idea. Those are just vermin corpses. Oh, you idiot. Why? Child. I don't think... You need to run. You need to run back into the fort, dude. I don't know if I do have a burrow, do I? Yeah? Where is the burrow at? Okay, it's there. Connect to this burrow. Okay. Immediately, as soon as somebody starts wandering around the cavern, shit hits the fan, of course. How about you don't store items in barrels? You absolute goober. Well, great. Good work. Now I have to come down here and deal with these lizard... Oh, what's the king want? Well, I guess we have to come down here and deal with that lizard folk. Axe Lord going in alone. I mean, I will be shocked if the Axe Lord cannot handle, like, any of the invaders that show up. What happened? Hold on. Whatever, Axe Lord. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That would have definitely been going on? They're all over there on that side of the water. Sunk into depression. Stumbling obliviously. Okay. You do want to give them some work animals. Very, very accurate. So, I think it just means that there's a small hole in the water down there, and he's unhappy that he stepped in it. She is unhappy she stepped in it. Got here, militia commander. You also need a work animal. Grab a war dinosaur. Sleep. Yeah, I might as well. I don't really need him stationed hanging around here, doing nothing. What are you doing down here? You have no job, but you're just wandering down here? Unless you're part of the squad. You're part of the squad. Never mind. I'm being a dork. Take a war dinosaur with you. I gotta keep an eye on these reptile mans, because they will definitely wander this way. In fact, you are already sneaking over here. Like you're slick about it. Okay. Oh. I didn't see that lizard man come down that far. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and keep an eye on these jerks hanging out in the water. Bunch of stuff. Um... Huh. I am surprised that nobody's come down here to pick up this body. Well, I'll keep an eye out for these invaders anyway. This is the one I'm worried about the most, because if he gets too close to that edge, if he comes over to here, he will no doubt try to jump up on anybody who tries to recover this body. Well, okay. Mayor's been re-elected. That's fine. Here's some info. Oh, having a song? Oh. Dinosaur in here getting drunk? Maybe. Yodes. Oh. Rock crafts. Silk spider. Both. Um, Ortega is still kind of annoyed, fortunately. Or lock. What's it? Box. Geodes. You get any geodes? Some rocks there. On the geode mining. NMG. 20. Adjust a little bit here. My side is a little sore. Carbonation. Carbonation irritation, call it. Okay, we've got that. Chromium wheelbarrow. Where's the... You guys. You all training in here also could use some war animals. Work animal. So my dwarf squads all have a pack of Dionychus with them. Dionychus. Dionychus. Hopefully, make sure that they're not locked to this room. Right. All these war Dionychus need to come out. Otherwise, they can't be part of the squad, so they need to be out and about. I need a place for these cages, though. You know what? I mean, I guess animals go there. Um, roll, rolls, roll, them bobbers. Copper scroll rollers is what the term is actually called. Make some scroll. Just need to make some scrolls. Oh, come on. That's not what I was doing. Forge Wolfram scroll rollers. Don't be giving me that nonsense. A scroll. Make scroll, please. Thank you. Leave it at that for now. Let's see. A bone. Cracking geodes. Somebody's just decorating with shell and bone still. Do we have much in the way of gems? I probably just need to cut a bunch of this glass. I mean, it's not worth a lot, but it's still better than nothing. Best finished goods with gems. Seems odd. Wait. It might be because he was some reason why he was not doing it? Gym setter. Wait. Rith Soskadel. I didn't like lock them into another job, did I? Rith. No. No, you're just doing some other job rather than the job I need you to do. Okay. Okay. Well then. Floors. Quartzite. No access. Fair enough. Slurry. Oh. I mean, I get it. If you can't do that, then don't worry about it. Find some geodes and some cheese. Hey, we found some gold finally. Yeah, say somebody needs to haul the dolomite down, because I gotta have that dolomite, baby. Paul Blorp, Dungeon Master. What nonsense do you want now, King? More enormous corkscrews. Oh boy. I. There you go. There you go, King. We're making giant corkscrews because you gotta have random giant corkscrews. You. Oh, yep. You done goofed up again. Construction. Ramp. So I've mentioned this before, but if somebody is in a squad, or sorry, if somebody is doing a fruit gathering task and they're up in a tree, and then the month switches over and they get swapped into a military squad role where they need to go and swap over to being like working as a guard, practicing combat and such. Uh, if they're up in the tree when that happens, they forget how to use the step stool that's like underneath them, so they just stop and like get stuck because they're not. Their ability to use the step ladder is tied to their gathering fruit job. As soon as they lose the gathering fruit job, they go like, "Huh, I don't know what I'm doing." Come on, you. Listen, the ramp's right beneath you, my man. Like, what? Uh... Well... Let's see. No. Hmm. Should be able to get down from there. Let's see, hold on. Let's try putting the ramp here, maybe? See if that does any better. Limestone. Nice. Also good to find. I don't want to have to teleport him out of the tree. I'd like to just be able to put the ramps in place and have him come down on his own. Do I have to... Hold on, let me try... Instructions... No. Try... Get rid of this. Get rid of that, and then I'll try to put a wall there. That way, there will be a wall underneath him, and this ramp should be usable. Should work normally. Somebody will come along, surely. They're marked as doing it. Oh. This person? Okay. Now, mica block. Nope. Mica block. Underneath. I will get you down from there, don't you worry about it. Yeah? How are you still not getting down from there? Well, fine. Don't want to get down. Don't want to get down. I'll have to just teleport him down off the tree. He should just come down off there, but... Oh, Swordmaster, you're not in a training session, my dude. You're stuck in a tree. You're not training particularly well at the moment. Sitting on a tree branch. I mean, I don't like to do it, but I will teleport her down out of there. Oh, okay, you're still there. Well, fine. I'll just teleport you down another tree. You won't come down. Oh. I mean, it's either that or I just chop down the tree and it's a little wasteful. Okay. Don't. These halflings probably should have left by now. I would think. Uh, Blocks. 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 Quartzite blocks. We have covered up the tavern. The tavern is sealed off for now. It's nice and cozy in here. It needs some decorations though. Hmm. think these I think these statues are kind of junk if I remember right. Statue. I think they're all they're all basic statues. We don't want basic statues. We need some fancy statues. Melt that down. Melt all these statues down, please. Do we have... I don't think we have anything else worth melting down at the moment. I could go to the smelter here. Melt metal object. Melt metal object. I'll just melt until we are out of meltable things. And then make some steel bars. You know, I don't have a ton of flux stone, unfortunately. Got 5. That's some amount of flux stone. They moved. Oh, that. Oh. Get a A fleet of elk birds just hanging out down here. Hey, elk birds, what's going on? As the head of a bird with the antlers of a great elk. That's a creature, all right. That's definitely a critter. I wonder what you can do with elk birds. I would be shocked if you can like train them to do anything. They're bound to be um not trained for war or anything. Did I Can I not set a job to trim glass? I didn't. Cut raw glass in the gym. Do Terminal geode, yeah. A bunch of bones. Got some antlers. Our war dinosaurs are just strolling around. You know what? No. Nah, we don't need you. What are these stray dinosaurs doing out here? Are you not supposed to be up in the... Huh. I'll make them adoptable. Not sure why. I'm not sure why they're out wandering around, but I would have suspected that they would be in that first pen. Why they're out, I don't know. What now? I'll just ban exports, it's fine. Alright, so we've got the king's space here. We could put the fancy doors in here. I feel like the fancy doors would actually be better for like the bedroom and the other room. Bedroom dining room area. Come in there. A masterpiece, a large point green glass gym. Everybody and their brother running down here to smooth stone. Somebody's animal has left cap hopper remains in this noble's space here. His office space. Oh, wait. That. This belongs to the dungeon master. Office. Dungeon master's office and the dungeon master's dining hall. What's wrong? What else does the dungeon master need? Needs some chests, some armor racks, the usual junk. The outpost liaison needs all their stuff too. Work on that'll go up here. Gypsum doors. Do it like that. We'll also smooth all this stone on. The fancy floor. For the fancy people. I do need a bunch of choirs. Do not have any written books at all. Bummer. Oh. We do need more chairs, don't we? Ornamental geodrones. And then I have a fancy laboratory in here. Chromium? Chromium? California. We have bauxite. We have some more bauxite. I could get some more. That. Extract chromium, extract aluminum. Do that until you are out of powder. I do want to come in here and probably get a ceiling on top of this just to keep the the quarries covered as well. That way folks working in the quarries don't get bad mood debuffs because they get in the rain sometimes. Ooh. Do not. I do not have a stockpile for alcohol. You need food, drink, plants, all. Let's get this from another stockpile. Take from here. Got a few instruments in there. For instruments desired. Yeah. We also need a chest in here. Taverns. For this taverns. For the copper ones already. For this taverns, mugs and instruments. I could put an artifact chest in here, but I will save that for the king because I know the king will want a bunch of chests, and that'll up the room value dramatically in one of them. So why not? Yeah. And you. I probably will only dwarf for maybe 30 more minutes or so, and then I'll probably swap over to do a little Stardew to wind down the night. Get some farming going before bed calls. We have chests, furniture, cabinets. Gotta have a place to store your socks on the floor. What do we got? Cabinets. Bump that up to like 20. Huh. I mean, I can sneak down in here and still mine that out at some point. Dora needs melt designated item. That's fine. I wanted you to do that until you are out of items to melt. Job is done. Doors in play. I do need a door there. I need a wall. Nope. Block. 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 Hurt. Yeah, why not? Then if we can get some more rooms put into place. There. Move this stone out. And I need get some folks working on their engraving. Has bestowed the name Xenon Sholeb on an iron shield. Good work. You've done it. Okay. I need Tavern Keeper out here. Tavern Keeper there. I have to imagine that the all this dwarven wine that keeps getting spilled is just from the waves hitting. Unless people just get like super uh, unable to control themselves when they hit the surface, they just make a mess constantly. Which I mean, I guess maybe that's possible, but you're carrying a cup of some sort. Look like it. Sung by war. Oh, I see. I mean, maybe. Maybe they are. Maybe that's the one song that guy knows how to perform. It's just the one song he does. I thought they were going to do a dance, but apparently not. Ooh, I could actually use glass goblets. Could use some more green glass goblets. Tokus. That's definitely a lich name. Ah, yes. The almighty, powerful Dokus. Feared throughout this land for well why are you laughing? I'm I'm a dreadful necromancer. What are you doing? You can't laugh at me. I could use a drink. I probably should get up. Wait. Grab something. I wonder. I wonder if they will make all that ash into lye. Eggs. They're all... They're all unfertile. So go in and grab them. What does our engraver situation look like? Got a bunch of competent engravers. We're working on them. We'll get them up there. Situation looking grave, sir. Call for Docus. Bring in the Docus. No, don't do that. Here. Nope, don't do that. Panels is fine. Got. Now we can come in here. Down. Go. Way. Go. Going down through here and setting up the next set of bedrooms for various dwarves that we've got. I know we're still pretty, like, behind as far as whether or not we've made enough beds or enough bedrooms for everybody to have their own. I don't know how far off we are, but no, oops. That there's definitely still some folks that need their own. That borax? Probably should look to see if borax was a fluxstone. I think it might be. If I'd noticed this earlier, I might have mined that out to get more fluxstone. Gas goblets. Up. Whoop. A gigantic eyeless pterosaur. Has large mandibles and it appears to be emaciated. Beware its webs. Ugh. Gross. Awful. Web monsters are the worst. Hey, where'd he go? Huh? Did he leave the map? Did he just show up and then leave? It didn't just die, did it? No. Wagons are missing. This wagon is deceased. Sorry. I hope you're not looking for this wagon. It's not coming back. It looks like it just showed up and then left the map. They played his music too early. You've really screwed it up now. This will show up on Botchamania, no doubt. Shockmaster. I mean, I don't know. Shockmaster was at least a wrestler. He came out and appeared. This, on the other hand, didn't. So that's wild. I don't think I've ever seen Forgotten Beasts pop in and then immediately leave the map. I've had invaders do that. I've had vile forces of darkness show up and then leave, but not cave beasts. Huh. I mean, it didn't, like, accidentally cage itself or something, did it? That would be silly. No, I doubt it. No. Nah, that would be silly. Got a lot of animals, though. I really need to do something about my animal numbers. No, normally once something like that is on the map, it is usually very visible. Just because it would be really mean if a Forgotten Beast showed up on your map and you didn't know it was there until it was like right on your doors, because that's some of those things can destroy your fortress entirely. I have not had any that bad yet, but I've definitely seen them go around and wipe out people who are either just not as prepared, or especially ones with webs. Webs are really nasty because what ends up happening is your dwarves can get webbed in spots. They can't get to attack, and if depending on how strong the creature is, if it's pretty strong, it can roll over and just start smashing people while they're webbed and take, everybody one at a time because they're all stuck in place in the webs until they fight their way out. And so, like, web creatures are generally no joke. But, typically, if it exists, it is somewhere on here. If it has been, especially for Forgotten Beasts, they will be on here. Sometimes you'll have hidden stuff that doesn't show up on here, but it's usually, if anything, it's reptile men or whatever, like whatever your random animal folk tribal group is in the area, Crundles, that sort of thing. They could be invisible just yet. But Forgotten Beasts announced like that, and then they are, excuse me, they are on the map until you either get rid of them or I guess until they decide to just leave. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Sparkling Bijou. Nice. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm pretty sure stuff like that, Forgotten Beasts and such, as soon as they announce, they are forever visible until they leave the map. Usually you kill them, but that guy just pieced out, I guess. Now that being said, you could theoretically have things like vampires or were creatures hanging around, and you would not know it immediately. It used to be back in the day. Excuse me. It used to be back in the day, in older versions. My webcam is pretty messed up. Oh, the chat is above it? That's weird. Hold on. I mean, I don't have the lights on currently anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but did the... see, what's going on here? Huh? Just because it's below that? Maybe. 1 second. Alright, let me check and see. If the cat is over in the corner, I won't turn the light on, but... oh, okay. Right. Oops, excuse me. Thanks for pointing that out, though. For whatever reason, you know what, actually, I think I know what it is. Sometimes... sometimes there's a problem with my webcam devices will... I don't know if they, like, swap or they just don't use the correct device. And so I'll have to, like, refresh it. And so I think what happened there was that the webcam was using an older source for that webcam. And that older source was below things because it hadn't been working forever, so... it's something, I don't know, I think that's a common thing with OBS and, like, multiple webcam sources. That it has a heck of a time sometimes just deciding that when one webcam is a different webcam and you have to set up other sources for it. Oh, the chat boxes. Huh? Huh? Oh, sorry. I didn't put it over that. There you go. I had, you know, had it on studio mode, and I hadn't actually updated the scene, so... Aw. Aw. hadn't updated the scene, so. Dendritic agate. Non-invader hostile. Oh. He's back again. Okay. Why are you beat up? Oh. One second. Oh, it's just because I put the webcam all the way up. Oh. Um. And again, is because it's using an older source that wasn't as. Yeah, that should be better. No, it's just a gigantic eyeless pterosaur. It has large mandibles and appears to be emaciated. Its peach scales are round and overlapping. Beware its webs. So it showed up on the map. It appeared on the map and then like immediately disappeared. And I thought that for whatever reason it had left the map. Yeah, it just showed back up. It looks like it's gotten into combat, so I guess the only other thing is maybe it went off the screen somewhere in some portion of the cavern that I haven't seen, and it ran into a bunch of lizard folk, would be my guess. $11 reptile men, 19 reptile. Yeah, so it's run into a bunch of reptile people somewhere and gotten beat up. Which is why it disappeared. So it went off the map into some part of the cavern that we haven't found. Because for whatever weird reason, the caverns, especially when they're like this, the caverns aren't like by default considered explored as soon as you open them. So if there's like it popped up earlier and said you have found a downward path or a downward area, that's all part of the same cavern area. It was just another section that I'd found some other way, but it's the same like cavern layer because it's the same color. But that means that there's, similarly like other passageways somewhere else. This guy's trying to get down to us, I think. Cat sneezing. Where do I need to go, though? Let's see. Let's bring everybody down here. I suspect he's going to try to get down to here. Oh. Got in a fight with that thing, whatever it was. I didn't see. I assume it was another lizard person. Just hanging out here for some reason. Trying to recover, maybe? Hmm. He's just hanging out here in this corner. Not really near anything, any interest to me. Eh, just hanging out here, I guess. I will cancel that. It may not. It may not even be able to get to this other side of the cavern where the door and stuff is. And no, it looks like that should connect over to there, actually. Well, no. Looks like that stops here. It doesn't go up to there. So if it can't climb, if it can't climb or fly, it might not be able to get up to us. Might not be able to scale up past this to get to where we are at. So I guess I'll just leave it here. I mean, it'd be kind of silly to go chasing after it if it doesn't have a pathway to us. Yeah, I imagine that if it had a way to get to us, it would still be moving. Rather than just sitting there like that. Which is probably why it disappeared. It probably actually couldn't get to us on that side, but it knew that there was things moving around because it has no vision. So it's like entirely sensing by movement. Tankard Basher. Tankard Basher. But yeah, I do need to take a break and grab a drink. And late as it is, I don't know if I'm actually gonna go get to do farming. I mean, I could probably start for a little bit, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it for very long. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I might just do that and just stick to this for now. Tomorrow or whenever I stream next, depending on how I'm doing, I will probably start with the farming then. So I can keep up with some other things. Crap. As long as I'm not yawning so much, I'll have to find some way to not yawn as much. I've been yawning my head off all day. There. Bye. Hopefully. Um, I just realized that, like, wait, we probably need to put some more of these up here, don't I? Sure do. I I clearly see this guy, this person here needs some place to put their socks. I ought to make some more socks also. Wool sock or yarn sock, like 20 of those. Silk sock, like 20 of those. Gotta get them socks. Gotta have socks in this fort. Or it's slightly worn already. All these socks. Back. They wanted me to make this dedicated temple. But it seems like nobody's ever using it. Somebody's claimed my green glass gem. Engraved a masterpiece. And them backs popping. Oh, I need. Grave this as well. Barnes box. Actually, I oughta dig out this limonite just because I have not actually found what I would consider particularly large um, deposits of iron anywhere. On a lot of times I will find just like massive veins of like magnetite usually, but I have not run into squat here. Yes, goblets. So not sure why this seems to always be max. Like, this job isn't infinite. It should not be 10 by 10 still. Just curious as to why it almost always seems like there is still this work order here. And it should have been like completed already. Going on over here. Oh, I see. Going on over here. What? What? You know what? I need to find. I need to find a way to get that huh? That GIF. I need like an audible GIF, just so I can like throw that down anytime I just get random like spam messages from people on Discord or whatnot, just so I can go, huh? Yeah, I even just like I need it to be embedded into Discord so I can just drop it like a. I mean, I guess I could just use an animated GIF. I just I want something. I wanted the audio just so anytime like some random spam botter just like messages me out of the blue that I can just go, huh? Because it always seems just so weird to me that, like, why would random folks just think that, like, messaging, ooh, crap, messaging you, like, hi, would like, really garner a response? Like, for real, if you're going to have if you wanted to have a conversation with somebody, would you just out of the blue message them and say, hi? Like, what? Nothing else, just hi. Like, huh? What are you hoping to achieve here? I, I, I guess, but like, I wonder if it's not the whole, like, Nigerian prince scam sort of thing. Where you're basically self-selecting all the people who would be gullible enough to fall for it. Okay. Cassette Cobra. Let's see. Hmm. I don't want to name you the king. That would be awful. You wouldn't want to be the king. Where do you got Paul Blorp? I don't know that you want to be in. How about we could make you the manager. The champion is, I want to say that it's sort of like the, is that what they call the sheriff now, actually? I thought that was the captain of the guard. Uh, Let me look and see if the champion of the guard is the sheriff or not. Uh, oh. Oh, okay. So the champion is okay. So the champion is basically, it's sort of like the guy that just hangs around your base and looks cool, but they are essentially sort of the person who goes around and teaches your soldiers, like, about fighting. And he mostly just hangs out in the base, but also because it's a sort of a tradition role. Essentially, like, the most accomplished dwarf or whatever would be the champion. If you have a champion, any of the people like kind of like Zap Brannigan, although the champion, I guess, is sort of like it's sort of like um, a morale booster. So they help train other soldiers and such, but also because they are sort of an appointed head position, they also like they any dwarves that like value tradition. Like not this guy. Anybody who has a need that says like, hey, uh, I need to like have some tradition. I need to uphold tradition wherever apparently none of these people have it. That guy just wants to fight. If they have something to like uphold tradition, upholding tradition, the people who have that sort of need to have that sort of thing going on in the fortress, a champion meets that need for them. The champion parades around and goes, "Haha, it is me. I am the best dwarf." And other people go, "Ah, it's the best dwarf." There they go. And that's part of their tradition, basically. It would be sort of like the Santa Claus of the fort. Only instead of giving people gifts, you train them how to do things. You train them how to be Santa Clauses, I guess. It's like, oh, I gotta adjust my stomach. Ooh. Sit up for a bit. To work loose some of my stomach gunk. Outpost liaison. Alright. That we can do. Outpost liaison is usually not even actually here. The outpost liaison is the person that's supposed to go out to other outposts and meet up with people. Normally they would be at they would follow the trade caravans out to your base, but now that the king is here, the outpost liaison is here, and then I guess theoretically they would leave to go meet other fortresses that we trade with. He might just hang out and retire here, I guess, because the other caravans still come here. You are safe in your position of outpost liaison. And you are making rock cabinets. I think these guys are borked. Halflings are still here. I wonder if these are the halflings that got glitched out last time. Definitely have left already. Because they've definitely been here way too long. They have that much stuff to load up? Damn. I guess they did. So when caravans get when civs get a lot of profit off of trading with you, they start to bring more and more and more stuff to you when they trade. So I guess technically, yes, they could have a ton of stuff to trade. Plus all the stuff that I traded them. Well, I didn't actually trade them a lot of stuff. I just traded them very high value stuff. But damn, those wagons are pretty old though. 218-year-old wagon. Preferences? Uh I do like that all the animals still have their like massive lists of preferences and mental attributes still, even though it's kind of silly. Uh-oh. You ran into some more lizardmen down here. And there he goes off the map again. Yeah, so he's going off here, but this isn't the edge of the map. It's just we don't know what all else is down here, I guess. So he just stops existing as far as we're concerned. Man, they are loading that wagon up as slow as possible. No message. No message that they left. So, yeah, that had to have been the glitched. That, like, glitched. So, I kept getting messages last time I was playing before, like, the session before, I believe. And I kept saying that the caravan from so-and-so will be leaving soon. And I was like, I don't have any halfling caravans here. I don't know what you're talking about. I kept saying it. Oh, it kept coming up every so often. And there was nobody here. So I was just like, okay, sure. So maybe they were stuck on or glitched on the map somewhere, and then reloading it again finally kicked it on, and they showed up. We just stuff just sitting around. All these anvils doing nothing. Somebody's dropped on the floor. Could put some more blacksmith options here, but I don't really necessarily need to. They're just leaving socks on the ground. My guess is that somebody's been sitting here making socks. Yeah, somebody's been making socks, so people have been running in here grabbing new socks and then just throwing their old ones on the ground. Yeah. They will eventually carry their socks back home. The dwarves are very single-minded about putting stuff on. Oop. A caravan. Okay. Dwarves are here. Merchants have arrived. I wonder if those merchants couldn't actually show up until that group left. I mean, I've had multiples show up before, but I wonder if there was some glitch in the matrix that stopped them from being able to show up on the map until that group left because they weren't supposed to be here. I don't know. I don't know. Could just be wild coincidence. Somehow, how did you park your wagon like this? I don't I don't think you're supposed to be able to park your wagon with the with your mounts like inside our tavern or inside the wall even. I bring let's bring the wealthy objects out. I don't know. I have to assume I have to assume it's something about the wagons themselves allow for like weird positioning, I guess. Because the wagon's fine. And it looks like people are just passing through the wagon, so it's not like it's an obstruction. I don't know. Something about the wagon, I guess, just allows them to do that. Very weird. Uh-oh. How? Hmm. I have to assume they got in through that door. Oh, nice work. They wrestled the reptile woman to death. I have to assume it was this door here. Door taken by invaders. Yep. That would do it. So the problem is that if I breach this wall here, I probably have access to the Forbidden Beast, which isn't um isn't what I want currently. Make sure that there's not more lizards down here. Yeah, it was one of the ones down here in the water. Decided to wander out. Doing. How about you don't? How about you don't go out there right now? Right? Door's forbidden. None of use. Let me cancel this now so you guys can go back. Why did you fall asleep here, you goof? You absolute buffoon. Why would you fall asleep out here in the middle of a cavern? Please. Think about these things. Ugh. Yeah, I was trying to feed Toothless, but he was kind of just like, not interested. So I put the worm in a little cup for him, just in case he decides he wants something. Um, probably I'll probably hop off here in about 20 minutes or so. I could. I need to do something about that. Let's see if we can actually cremate a corpse. Like I'm supposed to be able to. But it's not that corpse. I'll also try to cremate large remains. Helps. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Monkey. Always appreciated. It is definitely chilly. Gray turkey hen skeleton? Okay. I mean, that's at least closer to what I was hoping you would. But thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening. Ooh, it created some. That's that's what you consider large remains? Some llama cartilage? Hmm. Right, my stomach is. I got that little bit of irritation spot going on. That's really right where all the gas buildup is and the annoying body stuff happens. So. I brought the rich chest up. Let's also need to come in here and be stout turkey hen, albeit clumsy. On that one fortress, no. Like I said, it's some. It seems like it's some weird glitch with bread. I have to wonder if at some point in time the thread itself has like I don't know, like something weird has gone on with the thread temperature. And with me turning temperature off on that map, it's I I have to assume that like I wonder if perhaps they are like the thread is somehow getting superheated because of like the breath weapons of the dragonkin, but because the temperature is off, well, I'm trying to think of like how it would still be absorb or like how the temperature of the thing would or how the temperature of the thread would still be going up even with the temperature turned off. It's just like because it wasn't just the dragonkin that had the problem. There were like one or two others that also had the same problem. But like I said, it's only on that map. It hasn't happened with other fortresses. So I'm not sure what's so special about that one specifically that caused it. I thought maybe there was some weird issue with because at one point in time they started a massive forest fire and the whole forest on that map caught up in flames. And I thought maybe like turning the like maybe some of the people who are out in the flaming forest like got superheated and then turning the temperature off kept them stuck in that state so that when you turn it back on the game goes ah yes you should be on fire currently. But again I don't know specifically what causes it. I have not sat down and I have it's been a little bit since I've played that fortress so I haven't like sat down to try and poke around on that particular fortress again recently. I've been playing a lot of this specific one lately, just because of the extra like quarry mods and having a sort of super project going on out here with the putting these pillars in the ocean. I will do a little bit of trading. I will probably call it good after that. 11:30. Probably let my gut relax. Call it a night. And I'll do farming and such another night. How you been doing, Bartholomew? Grab always grab all the random blocks. Native gold. Ah. I mean, I've seen enough of them. I mean, it's supposed to be one of the better ones, but I've seen nuggets. Um, I don't know. Excuse me. I mean, I'll poke my head out and see what's going on, but I'm not gonna be one of those folks trying to like, oh, I'm gonna go look at the directly at the solar eclipse. A bunch of people here, a bunch of stuff to trade. Um, fairly expensive stuff too, actually. Native gold instrument. Um, I'm tempted to grab that though, just so I can throw that in the in our outdoor tavern up there. Have a nice fancy centerpiece. Arrows, got those, got that. A lot of caged animals, but nothing I don't really have already. I'll take the dwarven room. Dwarven ale. They are slightly, not really low on. We're always in that range where grabbing more is not a bad thing. Another day in paradise, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that doesn't like. So as far as like, a lot of times you'll probably see it, but depending on where you're at determines whether or not you have like uh what is essentially a glimpse of a perfect eclipse, which is when like everything is entirely blacked out like perfectly, as opposed to just being like very covered briefly. It's just a matter of angle. And so, every so often it gets into a position where various locations are within essentially a perfect line of where the moon's going to pass through. And so some places just get a better view of it than others. What? I'll take some of these. I'll take some of these cloaks. I'll take. Oh, hey, cat. Ugh. Take some robes. Take some socks. Because everybody seems to want socks. Hoods. Why you gotta step on me? Huh? You gotta do that. Mittens. Mitten. Take these silk mittens. Oh, gun. I don't need my face groomed at them. I also don't need you sitting right on my chest. You're getting right in the way. What he is. Yeah, I definitely won't Vermilion powder. I will probably hop off here once I get done with this. I don't really want to try to play with the cat stepping on my stomach. Got plenty of meat. We got plenty of fish. Could take a bunch of plump helmets over. I think I've got a bunch though. You know what? Why not? Do they have any books? We don't have squat for books in this fortress. No, we don't. Get some octahedral die. Get sit around and make some dice in our fortress. Fancy. We can make some fancy dice. So let's trade. I'm gonna trade this fancy scepter. And this figurine. All this. You cool with that? Yeah, I figured you would. Okay. Bars, bins. Haul that bin away. Load it up with more goods, please. Needed. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Let me hop off here. I need to I need to turn my brain off a bit so I can actually go to sleep at a reasonable hour. Well, at a vaguely reasonable hour at this point. So, let me swap this over. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. I will shuffle along. Oh no, it's broken again. Junk. Let me see if I can... That looking goofy like that on my preview for a reason? That's... Okay, I think it's... Thanks for popping in, Cobra. Let me see if somebody in the it's usually the night where they're all streaming their BizHawk stuff, so yeah, I will raid over to Fahrenheit's. Oh, Rabs is on. I can raid into Rabs. Sounds like a plan to me. I will catch you all later. Enjoy a good evening.